I'm never sleeping, cause sleeping is the cause of your death. Live by the code issue, I take my last breath. I'm never sleeping, I hustle while you rest. We from the cooking still ain't nothing left.
Here with another episode of the Reality Realm with my co-host.
Boss Hog 215 underscore reality realm. Hey, listen, people, we are loving the love as always. It's been a wild week, man. It's been a wild week. You know, a lot of things have been settled. A lot of things. You know what I mean?
So you starting off. You starting right off.
What are you talking about, man?
Starting off right out the gate with your shit, dog.
What are you? Yo, man. All I'm saying is a lot of things have been settled, man.
Like
That's
what?
all I said.
Like what?
I mean, the 1 year anniversary of Kobe's death. That's one thing we're going to touch on.
Okay.
You know, Hank Aaron passed away.
Okay, respect.
You know, yeah, you know what I mean? You know, it's a lot of things that have been settled, whatever, within this last week. We haven't been able to talk to the people. That's all. Is something you want to talk about?
Nah, it's cool. As long as you know what, I just want to know what type of time you was on.
Okay. All right. Well, moving right along. All right, so we're gonna jump into life topics, people. I mean, you know, we're gonna get right into it, get into the teeth of this. And it's something that's near and dear to me. I can't really say too many names, but if anybody has this problem, we're gonna address it. Why do people wait until the twilight of their years to become a drug dealer? I want you to touch on this first because mine is going to be a little lengthy, so I want to hear what you got to say.
Okay. You know what? Now I'm gonna say it this way. I feel as though the question itself kind of answers itself. If a person is in I'll just say a solid place, it ain't got to be nothing spectacular in terms of what they make, their finances. If they're in a place where they're comfortable, they could do for themselves, they could pay their bills, they can live life a little bit. But like you said, you wait until you kind of in your twilight years.
Yeah, it's about to be over.
Yeah, I mean, now all of a sudden you wake up one day and you want to be Pablo Escobar. Now,
bro,
I'm gonna tell you, in my book, in my opinion, all that is just that right there. That's something that you're trying to now. It was on your mind back in the day too. It's just that you ain't had a ball to try it back when you was a young boy, or maybe you felt like
I don't know.
Right. Maybe you just didn't have the guts. Maybe the timing wasn't right. I don't. Maybe the stars was just not aligned for you to be the big time drug lord back then. But now that you're older, you got a better grasp of life. You understand things a little bit better. Now all of a sudden you say, well, you know what? It's kind of like on that bucket list type time. This is something I always wanted to do before I left out of here. So now I'm going to give it a shot. Now, I'm not condoning it.
I know you're not. Trust me.
Yeah, I'm not condoning it because some real shit. If you wait until you 40 and 50 years old to start running from the cops, I mean, what Bean say? Darn near 40 still running from the cops? Like that shit. Yo, that shit makes no fucking sense. And like, unless you out here working out crazy every day, running, pull-ups and all that type shit, you gonna look a little odd running at 40 or 50 years old down the street. That shit don't even look right. It look different.
You know, to touch on that, it's not even that though, bro. When you think about it, shouldn't you be ready to sit your old ass down and enjoy the fruits of your labor or whatever it is? Like,
man, you supposed to be. You know what? You supposed to be winding down. It's just like walking on a treadmill. When you get near the end of your workout, you notice how the computer always says cool down mode that lasts like 2 minutes and everything starts slowing down, slowing down. Like that's the type of time you need to be on. That's why I shake my head at anybody, whether you're dealing drugs, whether you still just trying to be in the mix of the street real heavy, if you a dude, you still hanging on corners. And now motherfuckers you watch grow up and standing out there with you, that shit looks stupid. If you a chick, you hanging out in bars and shit. You at one end of the bar, your daughter at the other end of the bar. That shit looks stupid. Like, come on, man. We got to get it together. We got to do better. And that's reality.
Man, you know what, man? I feel some type of way, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like I said, the situation is near and dear to me because it's like, yo, man. I mean, you can't really be serious. Like, what are you thinking? Like, yo, like, I mean, at this point in time, certain things, and I done been in my share of shit, whatever, and doing shit, whatever. Certain shit I wouldn't even touch. Like, nah, that's not even worth my fucking time. Like, I got too much shit to look forward to on the back end. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's wrong with you, my nigga? Like, what's up? Like, for real, tell me what's wrong. Talk to me, please. I don't want to hear it because, oh man, it's about to be legal. Yeah, it's about to be illegal for a reason. This shit is about to be the fuck over. You try and get the last little scraps, some shit that people done made X amount of dollars off of. Most of them niggas, and when you think about it, most of the niggas who was really, really getting money like that, and it's sad to say, it's only two ways. Either they dead or in jail, or they fucked up right now.
No doubt.
I'm sorry, that's the third option. You real fucked up. And that's the nigga you might see, as you just alluded to, motherfucker that's still on the corner, they mean trying to conjure something up. But if you never really hug no blocks, if you never really hand-to-handed, why are you doing it now? I don't get it. And it could be anything from, it's just, let's just say weed. Okay. Weed is universal. Everybody's been new this, whatever. Why do you think the government is trying to get into it? Or I ain't gonna say trying to, has got into it. It's a money maker, it's universal. It's a slow grind. But if I'm making, just throw a number out there, 130 a year, even in this economy with everything being heightened, the fuck am I doing selling a motherfucking eighth of weed? It just doesn't add up. It doesn't.
All the money, baby.
Huh?
Trying to get all the paper, baby.
Man, listen. I was told a long time ago as a young boy, all money ain't good money.
Oh, no doubt.
So let's just say you trying to get all the money, you get caught busting the trap for an ounce for $200, now you lost your $130,000 job. Was it worth it? Was it worth getting all the money? Fuck no.
Not at all. Not at all.
Fuck no. Sometimes people, and you know what, this is one thing that I told this person, I'm not saying no names, sometimes you got to keep your spouse out your motherfucking pockets.
Yeah,
now, I don't know if that's the issue. I don't know if it's something else. I don't know.
I mean, I would hope that ain't it, because you basically hustling for that motherfucker.
And what if they smoke too? Now you're getting clipped on top of that. The fuck? Like, come on, man. You just said it. You basically hustling for that.
But yeah, pretty much.
Man, listen, man. All I can say is this, bro. If you ain't did it by now, if you're a young boy, hats off to you. Do what you need to do, whatever. You'll figure it out as time goes on. If you ain't did it by now, and I'm 39, I don't think you should be doing it. Unless you want some other shit. If you getting in metric tons, I ain't mad at you. Shit, like, that's just a pass off. Like, you get your bread.
No doubt.
But you selling apes, my nigga?
Hey, man, you'd be surprised what an eighth could do for a brother nowadays.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and move along before I really start getting in my bag. I'm going to go ahead and move along. Another topic, never life topic. Do people feel obligated to be a fraud? Or is it just in their DNA? I'm going to start this one off. You start the last one off. I think it's a little bit of both. Because it's almost like the person that lies, and you got to keep the lie up. You keep that lie up, whatever, now, that's built in your DNA, because now you just got to just keep turning over lies. So, I mean, honestly, it's probably that. I mean, it's probably both, on both hands or whatever. But, I mean, at some point, whatever, I mean, people get tired. People get tired of lying. People get tired of a lot of things or whatever. So, it'll break down eventually. You know what I'm saying? Then that's when you see if that's really in their DNA, because they're going to have to break. They're going to break the cycle. Like, you know what, man? Or, you know what, girl? I fucked up. This is where I went wrong. I shouldn't have lied about that. And it could be something so little. But that turned into that, and that turned into that, and that turned into that, and then now you always playing catch up.
You know what? I'll say this about the situation. I think that when saying like, okay, do they feel obligated? I think they can feel obligated in a sense from a standpoint that, and it's funny because I talked about this at the very, very beginning with reality realm type shit. I talked about how you cannot live for the people. And I think that's the mistake a lot of motherfuckers make. And that's where the fraudness turns into an obligation. You are trying to please and appease the next man or woman.
True.
Now, because you're trying to do that, you talk yourself into corners. Instead of painting yourself into one, you talk yourself into one. You talk yourself your way into a corner. And now all of a sudden, because once again, you're trying to maintain that, you start lying, you just start frauding all around the board. And it's like, damn, that's the obligations perspective. The DNA part of it, well, it's not even all about blood relatives either. It could just be the motherfuckers you grew up around. If you grew up around a bunch of lying, fraud ass niggas 9 times out of 10, you won't be a lying, fraud ass nigga. Because this is the way that you were shown. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and you know what? I love anytime I see an opportunity to say the exclusive reality Ron Bullard slogan. If you're an idiot and you find a second idiot to have a child with, chances are you're going to bring a third idiot into the world, or you're all going to be a family of fools. So that right there, that speaks to intelligence. This right here speaks to credibility as a man or a woman. Some motherfuckers, that fraud shit is an inborn thing. From the time they open their eyes as an infant and go wham for the first time. That motherfucker was a fraud.
Real shit.
It is what it is, man. I'm just keeping it in y'all. So, but yeah, I do think in some case scenarios, a person do feel obligated because, like I said, they're so concerned with maintaining this fucking level of, yes, this facade. There you go. They are so eager to do that, so hell bent on doing that they start telling lies, you start talking about claiming shit that you know damn well as you're speaking it. You might be asking yourself, yo, why the fuck am I lying? You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I doing this? Like, and I done did it. It's no turning back now. I done already crossed the point of no return.
Right.
So now the lies, like you said, the lie keeps going. It becomes a marathon of lies.
It keeps turning over. Yeah.
And like the more you tell, the dumber the motherfuckers start to sound. It's crazy, bro. But yeah, that's my take on that.
I mean, and just the compound on top of that too, bro. I think is more or less like somebody said something. I got to think cool, but you know what? This didn't happen on purpose. But I got to shout out my man AI. Yeah, we doing this right now. Oh, that's my guy. Don't front. That's my guy. Don't front. He made a comment, and granted, he's not the most well-spoken person at all. But it made sense, though. He said, you know what? I love me. If I was to die today and I was to be reincarnated, I would come back as me.
Well, I remember one time when he got asked if he could.
Oh, here we go. Come on, man.
Hey, brother, listen, you open the door. Now here I come. I'm coming through. I remember that time he said that if he could be any other player, he would be Latrell Sprewell.
No, he said as a person.
Right, but I mean,
not as a player.
But I understand that, but we know why he said that though. That was because
he probably want to choke Larry Brown.
Well, there you go. I mean, why you want to choke your coach, bro? Like, what's up?
I mean, we talking about practice. I mean, shit. I mean, you bring it out swinging. We talking about practice. If I'm a franchise player, why the fuck are we talking about practice?
Wait a minute. What was Latrell's coach name again? Was that
PJ Carlissimo.
PJ Carlissimo.
The same guy who said Kevin Durant's a 2-guard. I don't know. Can't make this shit up. So I see why he got choked. I get it. Like,
well, he ain't, he ain't bringing that shit down this way.
But to bring my point to a close, we got a little sidetracked. I think that I think the answer is you gotta love yourself, man. You gotta love yourself. Wait, what you just said?
Nothing, man. Go ahead.
No, you said something, man. I didn't quite hear it.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Just keep it.
No, what did you say, man?
Nothing, man. I ain't saying shit. Go ahead.
All right. Anyway, to bring this point to a close, going to the whole fraud thing, whatever. You gotta love yourself, man. Nobody's perfect. You can have $1 million. You can have $100 million. It's gonna be things that you fuck up on
all day.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be things that's not gonna be perfect in your life. Shit, it's probably gonna be more imperfect at that point in time because you got more time to fuck up.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's real. I'm glad you said that too, especially like in terms of the finances, because people tend to think that because cats got money that they can do no wrong. Like just like you might have like a music mogul,
right,
who got hundreds of millions of dollars that might make the mistake of dissing the wrong artist, and then the artist come back and drop a crazy ad. I mean, and the shit just get crazy, like
Wait, who the fuck are we talking about right here?
I just listen, bro.
So, I mean, clearly we're talking about somebody.
I gave you a scenario. I said that you might have a music mogul that's worth hundreds of millions.
Probably all right. So if we're talking, it's probably something about Diddy. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying he might make the mistake of dissing a certain artist, and then that artist just make a reply.
Well,
track.
Diddy never dissed nobody.
So why is we even talking about Diddy?
I'm trying to figure out who we're talking about then.
Well, see that's the problem, brother. See, I gave you something hypothetical, and you tried to put a name in the face.
No, because I know you. I know you. I know you. Sometimes you throwing stuff out there, whatever, is a lot of truth behind it. So,
well, you're not wrong on that. You're not wrong on that. And I mean, some shit burns. It burns slow.
So it must be about Jay. You know what? I'm not going down this rabbit hole with you. I'm really not. I'm really not going down this rabbit hole with you. I'm not doing it.
What you mean? What happened?
I'm not doing it because I don't. You know what? It's probably never going to end. It's probably never going to end.
Oh man, that ain't
it's
right.
A bunch of razor blades going down that hole. So I'm not even doing that.
Bro, it's not right, man. That's cool.
I've been around you long enough to know. Sometimes when you got that stop sign, just stop. Just cut it the fuck out. You're not going to do that to me. You're not dragging me down this one.
My bad. You know what? Forget I even said it. I was just trying to make an analogy based off of what you said because I thought
but you picked a great analogy. But you know what? I'm not doing it because I was about to say something else. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
What happened? Speak your mind, brother.
No, I'm just saying because there's been a lot of things that's been happening lately that I've been questioning as well. All right, so I'm just going to throw it out there.
Okay.
We got a little time to talk.
Yeah.
I don't understand how the chick from Rock Nation that got caught with all the bricks that snitched on the cartel.
Okay.
She got pardoned, right?
A lot of motherfuckers got pardoned.
I mean, but that's kind of close to a music mogul at this point in time.
I mean, yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
So, and I heard Trump was taking checks on his way out. So I don't know what happened.
Hey, brother, listen, see, and
I don't know.
I don't know nothing about that right there, but I do know this. A lot of motherfuckers got pardoned.
Yeah, like Wayne.
Where main man was on his way out the door. So, I mean, listen, and some of them cats that got them pardons, I know they I know.
If it was either one of us, it wouldn't have been no pardon.
Oh, hell no. A presidential pardon is something that's like unheard of. You know it exists, but it's like unheard of, especially for a fucking black man. Like it just don't happen. You know, but for all of these, I mean, we talking about a cluster of pardons for African American males. That's a little interesting to me. But hey, listen, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened.
Neither was I. I wasn't there either, bro. I wasn't there either. I don't know. Shit just look a little weird. All right, so moving right along, we are getting into the championship game reviews and the Super Bowl preview.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So we're going to save the best for last, as always. We're going to start off with the Buccaneers versus the Packers. We're going to review that game, and I'll start that off. I really feel as though like this. I feel it's like this. And we talked about this earlier. Really getting tired of Aaron Rodgers complaining. You had every chance in the world to win this game. I start off with this. Brady threw 3 interceptions in the second half. So that means that was 3 turnovers. You weren't down that much going into the half. You really weren't. I don't know what you were thinking, and this part is not all on him. I don't know what you were thinking on that. What was I think it was the 3rd down where he threw the pass into the end zone when it was 2 defenders conversion.
I'm trying, you know, and as you say that, I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to remember if that's the play that he claimed was not his call. Something he did. It was a key play.
No, it was the 4th down. They kicked the field goal on 4th down.
Okay, that's what it was. All right.
That was his thing. Like, I thought we had 4 downs. My thing is this: after seeing the play and seeing how wide open the field was, why didn't you sketch your ass for another 10 yards and had a 4th and 7, 4th and 8? Don't give them, if you feel as though the coach is not on your side, don't give them a chance to kick a field goal. You're 37 years old. You're a grown-ass man. You're MVP. You're a Super Bowl champion.
We might be reflecting on the same play because I know when we watched the game here, we was talking, we were saying that it looked like he could have ran it in the end zone.
He definitely could have. The whole right side of the field was open.
Right. He was going right
side of the field, yo. Whole right side of the field.
And he elected to throw it. I don't know why he just did not run it in the end zone, dive for that power line.
So his excuse was, I thought we had 4 downs. If you thought that, why not gain some more yards? Make it a little bit easier on yourself. Now, I get the fact that sometimes certain teams don't work well with a short field. Some teams just like that. We had that problem last year. We just couldn't do anything with a short field. And it's more or less like, I understand that, but it's all or nothing, man. Win or go home. If your coach is, Aaron Rodgers is 37, I think the coach is like 35, 36. When he was out here in the Super Bowl, he probably was in college.
Yeah, that's not, I don't think that's a good thing. That's a problem in itself.
Remember, it was a problem last year when they, in the beginning of the season, I remember this very vividly. Aaron Rodgers was pissed. He was going through one of his hissy fits. And he was like, but he made sense. He was like, I don't understand why I can't audible. I was told I can't audible. And the offense was real stagnant in the beginning of the year, and I think they took the reins off. Well, the coach took the reins off. I don't even know who this Matt LaFleur guy is. I have no clue. I don't know.
Why the fuck would you? I mean, okay, wait a minute. See, that's stupid. Because Aaron Rodgers, whether you like him, don't like him, whatever the case,
he's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
One of the greats. He's an NFL veteran. Like, why would you handcuff him? Now, if he was some little young rookie or second-year guy, okay, maybe I understand that. But why the hell would you handcuff that man and tell him he can't audible? He's the one out there on the field. If he sees something, if he sees that the play you just called is about to go to shit, but if he sees something better, why take that from him? I don't get that at all.
Don't know. It was something that was going on. It was I think it was a power struggle. I think when he came in, he probably was like, oh, I'm the coach. Aaron Rodgers like, nigga, I'm Aaron Rodgers. Like, this is the way we do this. And I think it was a power struggle until the offense was so stagnant, whereas though LaFleur had to take, he was all right, do what you do. And they start flourishing. You know what I'm saying? So I know that part of it. However, Aaron Rodgers burns a fucking hole in my soul with his whining and fucking complaining, man. Every year. It's like every year. Oh, well, I don't understand why they're, I'm thinking about retiring. Well, fucking quit then, nigga. Get it the fuck over with. At some point in time, whatever, you can't keep threatening them.
I don't know that man personally. I don't have no inside information on that man. I'm not gonna pretend to, but I will say this.
You acting like a bitch.
Damn.
Acting like a pussy.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm just saying.
Okay, no doubt. However, I feel like the reason why he is still around, the reason why he don't want to retire, the reason why he's still a Packer, I think that he wants to try his damnedest to win another ring.
So he can one-up Favre?
So he can one-up Favre. I really do.
Okay.
I mean, I could be wrong.
I think it might be something there. It might be something there, bro. It definitely might be something there.
Because if you look at it, right, and I was talking about this that day, as of right now, y'all the same dude. I mean, you got...
Well, not really, because Favre got more league MVPs.
Well, no. I'm just saying, just in terms of what titles brought.
Okay, all right, because that is Title Town.
Title Town, yeah. Well, so that's what they call it. And y'all the same guy. I mean, the difference is you got yours a lot sooner, but you only got one still, bro. Like y'all the same guy.
And think about it, Favre was on a back-to-back. They lost to the Broncos, right? When they had their little back-to-back. Yeah, it was.
The Broncos.
It was the Packers lost to the Broncos, whatever. And I think it's more or less the fact that he never got back.
Right.
So, I mean, yeah, you know what? You bring up some good points with that one, man. And I'd never even thought about that. I just thought he just had his fucking thongs up his ass or some shit. I ain't know, like, no, because, man, like, he got that pedophile mustache, whatever, and they say he gay. I don't know. His family said I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, I don't know nothing about that, but like I always say, I wasn't there. But
it was definitely a scandal. But go ahead.
But at the same time, I think that in that game, I do think there was some opportunities left. Tom Brady did not play well in that game. I mean,
he like shit in the second half.
He did not play well. He
basically gave them the game.
Right, and which is why, and I know I picked against them in this game. I thought they would lose to Green Bay. I really did. I was wrong there, but I don't think I'm going to be wrong going forward with that. I do not think they're going to win the Super Bowl. I just do. All right, we're gonna hold on that because I really got something to say to that. But
oh shit, here we go.
No, I'm just, hey, bro, I keeps it 100.
Okay, all right. So, I mean, I think it was a well played game, whatever. It was, if nothing else, it was entertaining. I give him that. If nothing else, it was entertaining. So let's move on to the AFC Championship game. I have a disclaimer before he starts speaking. I'm speaking first, okay? Bills versus Chiefs. I would like to apologize on recorded camera to our fans and our followers. I was not able to make the game. 80% was not my fault. 20% was my fault. So, however it breaks down, it was my fault. I was expected to be there. I was expected to come through, and I couldn't make it. You take it off from there.
Yeah. So.
Oh, and I wasn't scared either. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Yeah, I said it. I don't give a fuck with nobody. I wasn't scared.
I'm going to say this, man, about that game. We came, okay. If you go back to when we played in, I believe it was week 6.
True.
When the Chiefs were very successful running the ball on us.
Right.
I think based off of that, it seemed to me that if the Bills had it in their mind that if we're not going to win today, we're not going to be beat the same way. I think that was their mindset. They came out, they seemed to be ready for the run. Although, in my opinion, you really did not have to gear up run like you did because Clyde was just coming off of like a 2 or 3 game hiatus he just was hurt.
And Le'Veon was sitting out.
And he wasn't there, and then Le'Veon wasn't there. So I really think that playing that soft zone was the wrong approach to take against this team. I think that once the Chiefs saw what was going on, their eyes got wide and said, oh, if that's the way they're going to play us, we're going to dink and dunk. But see, here's the problem. Dinking and dunking with the team that has players on it, such as Tyreek Hill, who could
Tyreek. It's pronounced Tyreek.
Oh man, listen, we ain't doing that shit. Fuck all that. All right. See, now you about to make me take it somewhere else.
I'm just saying, nigga named Tyreek.
Man, fuck that. All right, Tyreek. So when you got a guy like him who could catch a little 5-yard pass if he catches it on the move, and he got nothing but grass in front of him, he could take that and turn it. Well, shit, he did it Sunday. See, that's what I'm saying. It's been a few times this year. I like Leslie Frazier as a defense coordinator to an extent because it's been a couple of times this year he's done this, where if things are not going right, he will not adjust. There's times when he has adjusted, but then there's times when he just kind of stays with what he's doing. And as I sit there, I watch.
I feel you on that.
I said, yo, even Tony Romo said it. Tony Romo said it. He said maybe the Bills might want to take a lineman off the field, drop a safety down, add another. I mean, clog up the middle of the field so these little short 7 and 5 yard catches they're not there. Now I got something to say about your man's Mr. Patrick Mahomes. Now wait a minute, hear me out on this because I might open your eyes to something. I ain't taking nothing away from the win. You got the win, Patrick. You did what you had to do out there to get that victory. I give you that. But homie, I'm going to make a strong suggestion. I noticed something in that game. I know mobility is part of his game. It's part of my quarterback's game. Mm-hmm. But this is what I be peeping. A lot of times, Mr. Mahomes likes to move around until a receiver uncovers. A defensive back is not going to cover but for so long, especially in a zone.
Okay.
So with us playing that soft zone coverage like we were playing, if that initial surge coming after him, if he can escape that, and he could move to his, especially moving to his right, he could move to his right, look downfield, play with that line of scrimmage like he does so well. Somebody back there is going to lose their discipline and uncover, lose track of this wide receiver that's running through the zone, looking for the soft spot. After a while, they're going to say, fuck the soft spot. Let me keep running to the sideline. My quarterback bailing out. Now it's up the field. McDermott, I love the fact that he kept it a yard. He said, there's some gaps here. The speed disparity showed itself that night. All that means is
you get more speed.
We're going to get faster. See, I don't really watch Good Morning Football like that. But one thing that Kyle Brandt said, I do agree with him on. He said, Buffalo, you know your enemy now. You know that if you want to get there, who you have to beat. Do what you got to do now. Prepare yourself. I don't really think we got to make major changes, but I do think this. I do think that we might need to infuse a player or two into the mix. And
I think you not to cut you off, but I think you probably would need. Well, you know what though, the off season is coming, so I can't really speak on that at this point in time. But during that game, I think what y'all needed probably was not a shutdown nickel corner or an interchangeable nickel corner. When I say that, like the way so he can go to the top, he can go to strong safety, he can go to free safety. I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is this or whatever. A guy who could have at least bracketed along with one of the linebackers with Travis Kelce, that would have made a difference.
See, I said that coming in. I said it. I said that
yeah,
last.
You said it on the last episode.
I said it. I said they will.
Well, you said a couple things on the last episode, but
what the fuck do that mean?
What are you talking about, man?
I said
no. What you said on the last episode, I remember this verbatim. It was in my mind during the game.
I said I would not allow Kelce to have a big day.
Exactly.
Everywhere they went, they would have two at the minimum. They would have two men on them at all time. They would not beat me. That little reverse that Harmon or whatever the fuck his name is, that reverse where he took it up the field. You know what I'm talking about.
You talking about the jet sweep. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The 50-yard run, yeah. That's what it was. Why are you getting mad at me? Because I'm telling you what it was. Like, I don't understand it. At the end of the day, you still my big brother. I'm still a little brother. I'm just telling you what happened.
Listen, bro, I'm gonna tell you like this because I didn't get a chance to finish.
Okay.
Mahomes better learn how to do his damage from back that pocket as well as running around because he will. Well, he better because I'm gonna tell you something. That shit right there is gonna be short lived. It's gonna be short lived, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because see, what will start to happen, like somebody like myself. If I'm going to rush him, I'm rushing him to make him go to his left, first of all, not right.
Yeah, he's right-hand quarterback. That makes sense, sure.
And when I rush him to go to his left, I'm going to rush him in a way where he feels hurried, but we're not creating lanes. Because if you miss him now, you just created an escape lane for him. Kind of like the same mentality as if when like if you used to rush Lamar Jackson too hard. And you miss
Whoa, wait. First of all, we're not comparing Lamar Jackson to Patrick Mahomes ever again in life.
Speaking about mobility, bro.
Just saying.
In terms of being dangerous with your feet. In terms of that, Lamar Jackson is still number one in that regard.
Yeah, no, for sure. But see, the thing about Mahomes is whatever, when he got different throwing angles, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, he does.
You know what? He's kind of and it's a good thing for us. He's probably the greatest quarterback I ever saw in my life.
I'm sorry.
Besides Aaron Rodgers, it's almost like Aaron Rodgers, like a little bump up. And I noticed something, whatever. We'll talk about this off camera, whatever, because it's gonna be a little. Aaron Rodgers is trying to do things that Mahomes already done. Just say, "Oh, I can do it too."
All right, listen.
Anyway, but go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead. Because we got other shit we got to talk about.
Yeah, true. All right. So listen. So all right. So my synopsis of the game was this, man. I mean,
fuck them niggas.
Fuck who?
Go ahead, man.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck who? You talking about fuck the Packers?
Go ahead, man.
Fuck the Packers. All right, cool. That's what's up. Listen. No, my synopsis of the game was this. Whatever. Y'all had us, man. When Mahomes. I'm sorry, not Mahomes. When McCole Hardman, and look, he threw the ball, and I'm kind of like, what the fuck was he doing? If you remember, I texted you, I said, y'all got that.
He was worried about making a move before he got the ball in his hand.
Yeah, but I never saw him like throw the ball like that. Like, he really threw the shit.
He was about to, no, he was trying to, he went to go catch it, and if you look, he went like this. And when he juked, the ball went.
Either way.
That's what happened.
Horrible fucking play. Horrible. So, okay, that happened. Cool. We down 9-0. And I'm just being real with you, whatever. I was like, yo, man, like, we can't keep doing this coming from behind shit. That's impossible to do. I mean, as a team, whatever, think about it. We've had over the last 3 playoff, you figure what, two playoff games. excluding the Browns game, that was whatever. But you figure the Texans, the Titans, the 49ers, y'all. That's what I'm counting. Last 4 games, like, yo, like, damn, we down. Like, how can we can't keep doing this. Just this, I'm saying that to say this, whatever. You can never count us out. Whatever game it is. I'm starting to learn that because I'm probably harder on us than anybody else is in the damn world.
We gave y'all too much respect too. I really feel that. We see, and listen, and listen.
See, I didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you though.
No, I'm not trying to interrupt you. I'm just saying this, and I'm gonna get in and get out. Is you cannot respect your enemy all day long.
But you got to keep your foot on the gas pedal.
You cannot be so concerned about what they can do on that side that you stop being who you are. And that's what happened too in that game. But go ahead, though.
So when I look back up, whatever, and I'm looking, I was more concerned about other things, whatever, but looking, I'm like, all right, 21-9. This is not out of hand. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel comfortable with this. Because the same way we score, y'all can score. And I'm giving y'all the biggest props I can give y'all. But I think from my synopsis, whatever, when y'all went solely to the pass and stopped incorporating, because y'all was good to me when y'all incorporate the run with the pass. You know what I'm saying? I think y'all kind of got away from that.
Well, because see, what you got to understand is what you got to understand about that situation was the fact that, okay, when you, and I looked at that as not so much of a good thing. They wanted to try to keep, and I get it. I understand, like to try to keep the defense off balance. But listen, man, you go with what got you there.
Yeah, you go with what works.
And
whatever works, you go with that.
I feel that had we did less of the attempts at the zone handoff shit.
Okay, go away from the RPO. Okay.
Like, listen, man. 3, 4.
Here are the top search results.
5 receiver sets. That kind of shit. That's what we needed. Spread them out. And see another thing, too. We're going to have to fix the interior of our line. Chris Jones hurt us in that game with his constant pressure. Oh, he hurt us. He was a problem. He was just a problem.
I mean, you must have seen something I didn't say.
Well, shit. Well, yeah.
To me, he earned that $20 million to me.
Oh, man, he earned it that day, bro. Trust and believe that. He was a problem. He was a problem in week 6, too. See, here go the thing right here. I don't give a fuck what quarterback it is. Right. Constant, immediate pressure. Straight up in your face. It's damn near impossible to be successful under those kinds of conditions.
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
I don't care who it is. So
it don't matter about the sacks. It doesn't. But you know what, though? I wanted him to be. I guess at the times when I was more or less worried about the secondary. I was looking at Diggs and whoever the fuck was guarding him. That's what I was worried about, honestly. Because at some point in time, whatever, if Jones gets up the middle and if Allen lets the ball fly, I got a corner out there that's probably not going to be able to guard Stephon Diggs.
Well, see, and the reason why, I mean, Diggs, Beasley, who played on a broken fibula, shout out to him. But Diggs,
I mean, how broke was it? Like, come on, let's be real.
It wasn't a complete break. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been able to walk. But the bone in the fibula was definitely cracked.
So he probably had like a fracture, which is sometimes a fracture is worse than a break. I get you. Okay.
So now that it limited the effectiveness of our core because of the constant harassment by Jones. Now, if Cody Ford would have been out there, would it have made a difference? Maybe, possibly, because he is our actual starting guard, but he wasn't out there. We've been without him for a few weeks now, so I'm not going to hang that out. But
right, you're not going to hang your head on that. I get it.
So my thing is stronger in the interior, more speed, not a lot more. Just at key. See, we need to be able to put certain players on the field at certain times, and that will make all the difference in the world. And don't over the next time we play them, because if you look at it, right,
Well, you know we played next
next
year or whatever.
I know.
Okay.
I know. And it's going to be an Arrowhead. That's purposely done. That's purposely done. And it's
We had
going.
this conversation before, bro.
Wait a minute. And I know they're going to make it a primetime game. I don't know when. I don't know if it's going to be a.
Honestly, it should be. It should be, right? It should be a primetime game.
It should be, but my thing is, it's funny how. I'm not even going to get into that part. I'm going to leave that alone.
You know what? We'll talk about that off camera.
Yep. That's for another time. But anyway, are we doing the prediction for the Super Bowl now? I'm ready to move on from this shit.
All right. Yeah. Predictions for the bowl, man. You know what's crazy though? I'm gonna tell you the craziest shit. So you know it's Chiefs. Well, you know the Buccaneers the home team, right?
That's some fraud ass shit.
So how is that if we got the better record? But that's okay. It's cool. So yeah, Chiefs. Fuck it. Bucks versus Chiefs. Fuck that. I'm going to say it's going to be a little rough for us, whatever, because we did lose Eric Fisher. We don't have Mitchell Schwartz. That's 2 offensive tackles on the left and the right. I think we're good enough. I think we got enough going into that game. I'm going to say, oh, you know what, though? Wait. Fuck all this. Shots out, man. Yo, we got to talk offline about this, too, whatever. Your point prediction was pretty much on point. I wish I would have bet on that shit. Either way. If we'd have lost, y'all would have won, we'd have made fucking money. It don't matter. But I'm going to go into this. I think Chiefs win 24-14.
Okay. 24-14.
Or you know what, though? Just because it's Brady and just to make it look good, that's what the league is going to do either way. 21-24. Field goal wins the game. Chiefs.
I got the Chiefs winning by a touchdown. 31-24.
Okay. I respect that because, like I said, I didn't see that shit coming. What you said last week, and damn, when I looked at the final score, I'm like, God damn, this motherfucker's a genius. But that's neither here nor there. All right, so moving along from that, man, we are going into one of our favorite segments, and this one is pretty good, man. This one is pretty good the way I feel. We're keeping it all football. We're going to start bench cut. Buda Baker, we're going safeties. Buda Baker, Minka Fitzpatrick, and Jamal Adams. Who you starting, who you benching, and who you cutting?
I'm going first or you? Is this me?
Yeah, because I mean, I feel as though I've been going first a lot. But go ahead.
Okay, so Minka starts. Buda comes off the bench. And who's the other dude?
Jamal Adams, man.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Jamal Adams, you got to kick rocks, bro. Now, let me explain something. Only reason why...
Wait. That was too fast, yo. That was really too fast. Like,
I mean, look, bro, I know what I know.
Okay.
Now, the only reason why I say that, and in the order I put it, now, first of all, I feel that all 3 safeties are very good. Let me just say that first.
Yeah, they're in today's game, they're very great safeties.
Now, but see, I think where the disparity comes into play at coverage ability, I feel that Minka and Buda both are well above Adams when it comes to coverage. Tackling, on the other hand, they all can tackle. They all. I
think Jamal later would a little bit more.
But yeah, Jamal I feel like he's a linebacker in a safety's body.
Almost like that Steve Atwater. He's not as big as Steve Atwater, but you get that type of vibe. Like he gonna punish you.
No doubt. So I mean, but yeah, I think Fitzpatrick is probably the most versatile of the 3. And because he is, that's why I say he's the starter. Buda's coming off the bench. And Jamal is, unfortunately, he got to get the pink slip in the locker.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and give my thoughts. I'm going to go ahead and it's kind of rough. I mean, because I like, as you say, I like all 3 safeties. I respect all their games. I'm going to start Minka because he is the better out of all 3. I mean, he can play free or strong. I give him that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm benching Jamal Adams, and I'm cutting Buda Baker. Reason why I say it about Buda Baker is because I'm like, your name ain't Buda. That's for number one. But that's neither here nor there. But, however, I think you know what though? Jamal Adams cares. And this might be a sentimental. He cares about winning just way too much. And I love that. Just saying, he does. I think you got something against Jamal Adams.
Who, me?
I think you do. If I recall, didn't y'all play Seattle this year?
Yeah. I think, wait, did we? Yeah, we did.
Y'all won though, right?
Yeah, we did.
But it was some comments made. Okay, I get it. Never mind. Okay, all right. Okay. You know what? Things start making sense, whatever, when you start breaking it down. Okay. That's cool too.
Bro, it's nothing to break down. It is what it is, bro. Listen, it's nothing to break down. He was a former Jet. When my guy got drafted as a rookie, he had a lot of smart shit to say for some reason. Nobody's seen that one coming. He just started running his mouth.
So it's personal.
And my QB been making him eat shit ever since. I mean, it is what it is. Like,
it's personal, right?
Nah, I wouldn't even say it's personal. It's just, it's just friendly banter. That's all it is, bro. Friendly banter. That's all.
All right, man. Okay. I mean, I don't understand where this even came about. I should have thought about this before I put it out there, but I didn't think that way. So that's my fault.
What way?
I'm just saying, man. Jamal was gonna be cut either way. So
red zone.
All right. Well, I mean, do you think we got enough? Well, I guess we don't have enough time. All right, man. Well, I mean, honestly, it's up to you, bro. I mean, we could do a quick little 3-minute drink, whatever, because I already know what is on my mind, whatever.
Okay, well, yeah, let's do that.
All right, cool. So listen, fuck Aaron Rodgers, all right? I'm tired of this motherfucker. Just keep bitching and whining and shit, whatever. Like, he got panties on and shit. Yo, just be a fucking man. If they want to cut you, they've drafted another quarterback, prove them wrong. You was the same quarterback that was drafted when Brett Favre was there. Did you forget about that? I guess we just going to forget about that. Because you Aaron Rodgers, fuck no. Stop crying. Win. That's all. Fuck you, bitch.
Okay, that sounds personal.
That's not personal.
Okay.
I have no ties to that organization. I'm good.
I mean, I just don't think you... Well, wait a minute. Question. When they won their first Super Bowl, who did they play?
That has nothing to do with me.
I just asked the question, brother.
Has nothing to do with me at all.
I just asked the question. Who did they play when they won their first Super Bowl?
I don't know. The Kansas City Texans. But go ahead, keep going.
Okay. I just want to elaborate on our game just a little bit more. Not a lot more, just a little bit more. I feel
cool.
like
that's what's up.
I just feel like
hey, listen, man. I respect anything you say. So go ahead.
I feel like we had an opportunity that we kind of let slip away. And by the way, it's been very, very heavily discussed that our defensive coordinator Leslie Frazier might be taking that Houston Texans job. Let me tell you something, bro. I wouldn't be mad at it. And this is no disrespect to Frazier, but I'm just saying we would get 2 third-round picks in 21 and 22.
Oh, that's good. That's good money.
And I believe that Eric Washington, our current defensive line coach, would take over, and he might be a better D coordinator because when he was a D coordinator down there in Carolina, that defense was doing big things down there. Okay. Just as recently as 18, I believe it was. So, I mean, I think we're in good shape either way, and I think it might even give the defense a little bit more of a punch because
sometimes that's right though. Sometimes you get tired of hearing the same message, like.
Right. You just need something different.
Right. And
I think he would be a good... So if he takes that job, I mean, whatever. I think, like I said, I think Eric Washington would fall right in line behind it.
I mean, hey, listen, man, I ain't mad at you at all with that one, whatever. I think I want to capitalize on something else, whatever, too. Rest in peace to the late great Kobe Bryant, man. I was watching his the joint that was on Showtime, The Muse or whatever, and I think Bull was kind of special. He was kind of special, man. And sometimes it's sad we don't see it when it's happening. He was definitely kind of special, man.
No doubt. Definitely.
He might not have been Michael Jordan special or, in my eyes, Allen Iverson special, whatever. But I think he's in a different realm.
I think he was the next best thing to Mike.
I mean, yeah, game-wise, yeah. I mean, he Carby copping his game, whatever. So, yeah. That's not easy to do.
Not at all.
It's not easy to go out there and give Mike 33 at 18, 19 years old. It's not easy to do. Mike not going to let you do that unless you're just that good.
So. That's why I don't understand why certain other players is always getting talked about as possibly. I mean, I ain't going to get into that. But
no, you know what? That's going to go too long.
Yeah. So I'm not going to.
But you know what, though? We can put that in another segment.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I just really feel as though we got to, pay respect, whatever, because I think that was the last dog in this fight. When you think about the NBA realm,
right?
You know what I'm saying? That was the last dog. Like, and he watch it again, bro. He really said that. Like, after everything he went through, that's when he got into "I'm gonna tear your face off" mode. So I got to give him his props, whatever. For everybody, he's not from Philly. He's from Lower Merion. That started out there. But he was a dog. Definitely was a dog, man. Rest in peace, Kobe, man.
For sure.
And with that being said, you're going to close it out, broski.
Once again, I just want to say how much we love y'all for kicking it with a couple of brothers who put it down like no other. It's your boy, Reality Ron Bullard, my man, Chris Black. When you need a reality check, the reality realm is where you want to be at. We'll be back next week, God willing, in the building, and that's reality. Fuck Will Smith.
I'm never sleeping, cause sleeping is the cause of your death. Live by the code till I take my last breath. I'm never sleeping. I hustle while you rest. We from the cooking still ain't nothing left.